Hello there, fellow gamers. This is Felipe again from Level Based Gaming, and I'm here deeply entrenched in the world of Snowrunner. I mean, I feel like I'm about roughly 200 hours in, and there really doesn't seem to be any sign of slowing down. I can't get enough of these vehicles, some more than others. You know, not all of them are great, but they're awesome nonetheless, and that's not even me touching the new DLC packs. Now, we already came up with a list of the worst vehicles in Snowrunner, which we will provide a link in the description below. And this time, we'll be doing the complete opposite. And just to be clear, again, we're going to omit the highway class because those trucks, come on, you know. So we'll only be focusing on the heavy duty, off-road, and scout classes. We'll also be giving a brief description as to why they are the best in their class, so some trucks might overlap. And a quick disclaimer, keep in mind that this is a list based on our experiences with these vehicles, and we have no doubt that in the right hands, each one of these vehicles will be the best at what they do. But before we begin, if you're new to the channel, hit that big red button to subscribe and give us a like. It would definitely help us out tremendously. Now, with that out of the way, join us as Level Based Gaming rates the top 5 best vehicles in Snowrunner. Starting up the list at number 5, we have the TUZ 420 Tatarin? Wait, that doesn't sound right. The TUZ Tatarin Scout. This 8-wheeler armored personnel carrier is not only the best scout vehicle, it's the most effective. It dominates almost all terrain types due to the fact that all-wheel drive and differential lock are always on. It doesn't have race suspension, but that's not an issue. The TUZ can scout in the most extreme conditions because of its stability, which is amongst the best in the game. But that doesn't mean that this vehicle doesn't have any drawbacks, because it does. The lack of any chain tires is a big drawback, especially when you're trying to get up those steeper embankments. And if there's one thing this scout vehicle can't do, it's tow. That's right, this vehicle doesn't have a trailer hitch, so you're going to have to come up with some creative ways to tow any gear. But despite its flaws, this APC is way too much fun to drive not to be on this list. Coming in at number 4, we have the Caterpillar 745C Heavy Class. Now, this one was a bit difficult because it came neck and neck with the Kolob 74571. This yellow monster has a slight advantage over the Kolob because of the sheer wheel size. I mean, just take a look at these things. These things are absolutely massive. And when you factor that in, mixed in with the wide profile and articulated design, this makes it a must when tackling any job in Snowrunner. The short front end really helps when you're trying to traverse those steeper hills, and once you slap on that container, it turns this vehicle into the ultimate rescue truck. But of course, this truck isn't without its flaws. The Caterpillar 745 can't use a trailer and is extremely limited when it comes to customization. Oh, and did we mention that this truck is really slow? But in the world of Snowrunner, being slow is not necessarily a bad thing. Falling in at number 3, we have the White Western Star 4964 Heavy Duty Class. This truck is what we would consider to be the workhorse, especially in the early stages of Snowrunner. But it became more unreliable the more and more we used it. Coming in neck and neck with the Caterpillar, the White Western Star edges it out a bit due to better fuel consumption. It does have a much longer chassis, which leads to better stability, and once you slap on those chain tires, this heavy duty truck can go toe to toe with the best of them. It does have a weaker power to weight ratio, but where it loses in power, it makes up for it in sheer reliability. And with this truck, reliability is the name of the game. Taking the number 2 spot is the Tegia 6436 Off-Road Class. Yes, this truck has the best mud tires in the entire game, which makes it extremely versatile for all terrain types. It's also surprisingly fast even with the high-range gearbox installed. And this truck is best used for pulling those really large loads once it's fully upgraded. So make sure to upgrade this vehicle as soon as possible. It has a smaller chassis compared to the other off-road vehicles, and the fuel tank can get in the way at times. But that doesn't mean that this vehicle won't get the job done. And it's the same reason why this truck is a must-have for anybody's fleet. And taking the spot at number 1 is the Asnoff 64131 Off-Road Class. Now I know there are probably other trucks that belong at the top of the list, so why the Asnoff? Well, to put it plainly, this is Snowrunner on easy mode. If you factor in all the categories for all the trucks, this is the one truck you cannot go wrong with. Remember, that Snowrunner is a marathon, not a sprint, which makes this vehicle not only the most effective, but it's the most reliable. And it's a popular truck for a reason. The Asnov can finish any mission. You can easily fit a crane and a flatbed, which is essential for some missions. And good luck trying to empty the tank, because not only does it have one of the largest tanks, but it has the best fuel consumption. Yeah, its long cabin can make some steep hills harder to climb, and if you haven't noticed, this one moves at a glacial pace. It's really slow, but it's one of those trucks that is essential for anybody's fleet, which is the reason why it takes the #1 spot. So there you have it. Those are Level Base Gaming's top 5 vehicles in Snowrunner. I wanted to thank everybody for joining me on this list. As always, hit the subscribe button, give us a like for more content like this every week. This is Felipe from Level Base Gaming, and I'll check you guys soon.